difficult situation. But we, the human, have the power of adapting and adjusting to the environment. And we will learn from that. So, you are the younger generation. You should try to overcome your difficulties. You should not be keeping on worrying about your bad things and all. You should try to overcome from that. Okay. You also, what you will do always, sometime you judge yourself, you judge your talent by just seeing the marks you are getting in the examinations. By one or two tests, when you are getting good marks, you will decide that I am good in this subject. If you are getting a bad mark, you will decide that I am bad in this subject. It's not like that. You can do, you can do. You just keep on trying. That is the way you have to do. When you want to reach success, you should be perseverant. Perseverant. That means vidamuyarchi. You have to try hard. Again and again you have to try. You can reach your success easily. Okay. 3 things I am going to say you today to reach success. First, listen. First thing what you have to do, you have to listen. Second, you have to try to understand. You should try to understand what is that. Then you have to judge yourself. Okay. Just by seeing 1 or 2 test marks, don't decide yourself that I'm bad in this subject, I'm good in this subject. Don't decide yourself like that. Just 3 tips I'm giving you. First, you should listen. Then you have to try to understand. Then you can judge yourself. Okay? I'm going to tell you a story based on this perseverance. Okay? God is creating the universe. He was creating all the organisms. He was creating land, plant, animals, everything he was creating. That time he said all the organism, I will allot one day for one organism. You can come and get your colors. What did he say? One day I will allot for you. You come and get your colors, he said. Okay. That time, as such, he allotted some days also. First day, the fish, they went and got their colors. Okay. First day, fish went there, got their colors. Second day, all animals, they went and got their colors. Okay. Third day, it was the turn of the birds. It was the turn of the birds to go and get their colors. Okay. All the birds went to God and one by one they got their own colors and they were happily enjoying. But that time one bird, he was flying from far away, he is coming from far away distance to God to get his color. Okay, when he was flying and coming, but in that way, he had lot of struggle. The winds were blowing, strong winds were there, rain was pouring. So much of struggle he had to come to God. But he did not stop at all. We did not stop. He was trying to, he won. What did he want? He wanted to get his color, that's all. I want to get my color. He was trying that, he was keeping that in only that in mind, and he was flying and all the struggle, he overcame and came to God. Meanwhile, God was painting all the birds. That time all the paint got over. Now what happened? All the paint got over. When that bird reached God, all the paint got over. Okay. But what God said, I don't have only the remainings I have, he said. Only the remainings. What can I do for you, he said. But the bird did not stop. What did he think? What did he say? I want color. I want some colors, he said. So God said, I will sprinkle some colors, some paint from all these colors, and you will get your color, he said. What did he say? I will take some, whatever the remaining is there, that I will sprinkle on you, he said. Like that he sprinkled also. Afterwards, the bird became a beautiful bird, colorful bird. What happened to the bird? It became a colorful bird. That bird is the macaw. What is that? Macaw. You know, no? Panchavarnakili, you know or not? That is only macaw. He got you know how it will be. It will have so many colors. Am I right? Why? How he got that color? Because of his perseverance. He did not stop at all. He did not try to stop at all. He tried his best to get his best. At the last, what did he get? He got the best. Like that, you children also must, what you have to do? You should keep on trying to get till you get your best, you have to try. Okay? Okay, children? We'll move to the lesson. Okay? Today, we are going to learn lesson 3 in science, that is matter around us. What are you going to read? Lesson 3, that is matter around us. Okay? Already you learnt one lesson in science. Am I right? What is that? Plants in daily life you would have learnt. Am I right? That is science 2. Till 5th standard, you would have studied only science. Am I right? You would have studied only science. But from 6th standard onwards, you are going to study 2 branches of. That is one is science 1, another one is science 2. Okay. Now we are going to see science 1, that is matter around us. Matter, everything that that surrounds, whatever you are seeing outside, a book, a pen, door, water, what you are drinking, air, what you are breathing, everything is matter. So many things around us, that is matter only. What is matter? For definition purpose, what is matter? I said matter means everything that surrounds, like a table, chair, pen, book, water, all living and non-living, everything surround us is matter only. For definition purpose, what is matter? Matter is defined as anything that has mass and occupies some space. Okay? Matter is defined as anything that has mass and occupies some space. Okay? That has mass and occupies some space. Okay? For example, take a book and keep it on the table. Does it occupy some space in there? Yes? There is some space occupied by that book. Am I right? Okay, that has some mass also. That has some mass also. Water. What happens? Water spreads. Spreads to occupy some space. Okay, water spreads evenly to occupy some space. So it is, space is occupied by water also, and that is also matter only. Same way, take a balloon, blow air. Take a balloon and blow air. What happens? Air goes in. We cannot see air. I mean, we can see liquids. We can see water. We can see book and all, but we cannot see air. So take a balloon and blow air. What happens? What's happening to the balloon? What's happening to the balloon? Balloon becomes bigger in size. It bulges. Why? Because air goes and occupies some space there. Okay, that is matter. Anything, any substance that has mass and occupies some space is a matter. Okay, what is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies some space is matter. Okay, what is matter made up of? What is matter made up of? Matter is made up of particles, some particles. Okay, matter is made up of some particles. Okay, that is made up of atoms or molecules. Matter is made up of atoms or molecules. Okay, matter is made up of what? Atoms or molecules. This matter is made up of atoms or molecules, I said. Can you see atoms? Can you see atoms? No, we cannot see atom. Even with our eyes, we cannot see atoms. Even with microscope also, we cannot see atoms. Okay, with microscope also, we cannot see atom. Only through the scanning electron microscope. Scanning electron microscope and tunneling electron microscope. Through these microscopes only, we can, scientists identify the structure of atom through this scanning electron microscope and tunneling electron microscope. Through these two microscopes, scientists try to observe the particles of atoms. Okay, atoms cannot be seen with our eyes or with a microscope. Only through what we can see? Through scanning electron microscope and tunneling electron microscope. Okay, now we'll come to matter. Matter, the physical state of matter. There are three physical states of matter. You all know, am I right? Would have studied in the previous classes. Liquid and gas. Solid, liquids and gases. Solid. What are solid? Can you give some example for that? A table, a pencil, a book, a chalk. These are the examples of solid. Solids, they have a definite shape and volume. They have a definite shape and they have definite volume. Liquids, examples of liquids: water, milk, juice, oil. We can say these are examples. Liquids, they don't have a definite shape, but they have a definite volume. Liquids don't have definite shape, but they occupy the shape of the vessel in where we are keeping them. The liquids occupy the vessel and get their shape. But they have a definite volume. Gases neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. They don't have any shape as well as fixed volume also. You all know that these three states, solid, liquid and gases. Apart from this, there are two more states are there. One is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. There are two more states apart from solid, liquid and gases. The two states were plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Plasma. Plasma is not a state of matter existing on Earth. Plasma does not exist on Earth, but it may be present in the universe. Plasma, where does it exist? In the universe, not on the Earth. It exists in the universe, not on Earth. We can find this plasma state of matter in the stars, including Sun. These stars are covered with plasma. Another one is Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. It's like a gas-like state of matter. It's like a gas state of matter that exists at extremely cold temperatures. This was predicted around the year of 1925 and confirmed in 1995. This Bose-Einstein condensate is used in the field of cryogenics. Cryogenics, that means rocket, the field of rockets. Where they are preparing the fuel for rocket. In that field, this Bose-Einstein condensate state of matter is used. I said about three states. One is solid, liquid and gas. These are the usual state of matter you are usually studying. But apart from that, I said there are two more states. What are they? One is plasma. Another one, Bose-Einstein condensate. Matter is defined as anything that occupies space and has mass. Matter has some mass and occupies space. That is only matter, I said. And matter, what is it made up of, I said? Matter is made up of atoms. Atom is the minute particle we cannot see with our eyes. Okay, atom can we see with our eyes only through what microscope, I said? Scanning electron microscope, tunneling electron microscope. Ancient philosophers like Kannada in India and Democritus in Greece, ancient philosopher, they pondered over how the particle of atom will be. They were researching that and they came to one conclusion. They got somewhat similar ideas. One person from India, that is Kannada, and another person from Greece, that is Democritus. They researched about this atom and they got somewhat similar idea. According to them, just it's an imaginary experiment I am going to say. Like take one thread and cut it into two. Take a thread and cut it into two. Again, that thread again you cut it into two. Like that you have to cut again and again and if you are cutting. At the end, there will be some one point where it will not cut. We cannot cut it. Either we will not have sharp knife to cut either, or it is not possible to cut that thread. That much. And we are getting on some substance, that is particle, that is called the atom. Further, we cannot divide that atom that much minute. Both of the philosophers like Kannada and Democritus, they said we cannot go on endlessly to cut that object. Just there is an end, that is called the atom. What is this called? The product that is cannot be further divided. That is called the atom. Atom means Tamil, what you will say? Anukkal. We will say that in Tamil, anukkal. Okay. What is that? Atoms. That in a product which we cannot cut further. We cannot divide further. That is called the atom. Every object is made up of, all matter is made up of these particles. Water, if you take water, water is made up of water particles. If you take gold, that is made up of gold particles. If you take iron, that is made up of iron particles. All the matter is made up of some particles. Okay, one drop of water, if you take one drop of water, that has 10 power 21 water molecules. One drop of water has 10 power 21 water molecules. One dot you are keeping on the book. Am I right? With the pen you are keeping one dot. That one dot of that ink has 2 lakh molecules. Okay? One dot you are keeping. That one dot has how many molecules? 2 lakh molecules. That means you think how much small this atom will be. Okay, we cannot see atom in microscope. I said you cannot see atom at all. We can see only through that two microscopes only. But we can see some group of particles. We can see group of atoms we can see. But we separately only one atom we cannot see at all. We see the characteristics of these particles. Okay, we are going to see what are the characteristics of these particles of matter. Okay, first characteristics is these particles have lot of space between them. They have lot of space with these particles. They are present in the matter. I said no, each object, any object if you are taking, there are some particles. If you take water, that is made up of water particles. If you take gold, that is made up of gold particles. Any object if you take, that is wood mean that is made up of that particles. Like that, they are made up of some particles. Okay, they are made of that particles. These particles have lot of space between them. Inside they are present, they have lot of space between them. Okay, to show this, we are going to do one small experiment. Okay, take a glass of water. Take a glass of water and take a spoon of sugar. Okay, take a spoon of sugar and put that sugar into the glass of tumbler and stir it. Now you stir it well. Okay, take a glass of water, then put sugar in that and stir it well. Okay, now can you see sugar in the water? Can you see? No, you cannot see. What happened to the sugar? What happened? Now what is the taste of the water now? First the water, how it was? It was tasteless, am I right? Then after putting sugar and stirring well, now you taste that water, how it will be? It will be sweet in taste, am I right? What happened to that sugar? That is what I am saying. The particles have lot of space. They have space. Space means what? In between they have some space they have. So in the water particles have more space between them. When you are putting sugar molecules, the sugar is going and occupying the space between the water molecules. Okay? What I am saying? The sugar going inside, the water particles have a lot of space in between them. Sugar is going inside, occupying the space between them. So we cannot see sugar. It is mixed with the sugar. The characteristic of particle is there is a force of attraction between the particles. Okay, there is force of attraction between the particles will attract to each other. I said matter that is made up of some particles. They have space in between them. I said, am I right? They have some gap. Okay, space we can say gap also. They have some space between them. Second, what I said, these particles have a greater attraction towards them. They will be attracted to each other. Always they will be attracted to each other. Okay, that force of attraction differs for each and every object. Okay, some objects, some matter, the force of attraction will be more. Some object, the force of attraction will be less. Okay, so the force of attraction will differ for each and every object. We will go to the grouping of particles or grouping of matter. Already I said there are three states of matter based on the physical structure. There are three states. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Now we are going to see in detail what are solid, what is liquid, what is gas. Okay, what are three states of matter I said? Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, now we will see in detail. Solid, liquid, gas. You say some example for solid. Say some things around you that is solid. Yes, very good. Stone, table, chair, bricks, book, box, pen. These are the example of solid. Okay, liquid, water, oil, juice, milk. These are the example for liquids. Gas, we don't know what is gas, am I right? The oxygen you are breathing, that is gas only. The carbon dioxide you are breathing out, that is also gas only. Air we are filling in cycle tires, balloons, the air we are breathing out. These are the example of air. Okay. Now we'll see what is solid, what is liquid, what is gas. Okay. Solid. Solids, if you take a book, keep it on the table. Okay. Then now take the book and keep it on the floor. Put it on the floor. Does it change its shape? The book shape has been changed? No. Now take it, keep it in the shelf. Either any changes are there? No, not at all. Am I right? No changes. Okay. Pour water. Take and pour water in a tumbler. Okay. What is the shape of the water now? Now take and pour it in a water bottle. What is the shape of the liquid now? Is it changed? Am I right? Then put it in a bowl. Pour it in a bowl. What is the shape of the liquid now? Again changed. So the object which does not change its shape, that is a solid. Okay, which does not, already I said book. Book, does it change its shape? No, it does not change in any position. Wherever we are keeping, the book shape is same only. The book does not change its shape. Same way, solids does not change its shape. They have a definite shape and volume. Solids have a definite shape and volume. Okay, but liquids, they don't have a definite shape. They don't have a definite shape. If you pour water on the floor, what will happen? You will try to occupy that space. Okay, wherever space is available, it will occupy that. If you pour in tumbler, it will occupy that space only. If you pour in some other vessel, it will occupy that space. So, liquid does not have a definite shape. Okay, liquid does not have a definite shape, but definite volume is there. Okay, the solids, they have definite shape and volume. Liquids, they don't have definite shape. Wherever we are pouring, whatever vessel we are pouring, they will attain the shape of that vessel. They don't have a definite shape, but definite volume is there. Balloon and blow air. Okay, take another balloon, again blow air. The shape, both the shape will be same or not? No, it differs. Now take a cycle tire, you blow air in that. Okay, fill tire with the air. What is the shape of that air? It changes. Am I right? The shape, gas changes its shape always. Same way like liquids, they are also, gas also will change its shape. They don't have a definite shape. Solids have a definite shape. Liquids have, they don't have a definite shape. Same way, gases also don't have a definite shape. You hit against a wall. Put your hand against a wall. What will happen? Your hands will pain. Okay. But now blow water in a bucket of water. You put your hand inside. What will happen? It will go easily. In the wall, your hand will not go. It will be stopped by the wall. But in the water, your hand will go easily. Now, kick in the air. What will happen? Nothing. You will feel happy to kick in the air. Am I right? Why this is not happening? Because solid, the molecules are tightly packed, I said. Liquid, loosely packed. Gas, very loosely packed. We came to the end of the lesson. Now, I'm going to give you a quick recap of the lesson what we learned today. Okay? What we learned? We learned about matter. What is matter? Matter is defined as anything that has mass and occupies some space. Okay, matter is what is matter? That has mass and occupies some space. And matter is made up of atoms or molecules. Matter is made up of what? Atoms or molecules. What is atom? That is the smallest particle that we cannot see at all. We can see only through the scanning electron microscope and tunneling electron microscope. We cannot see with our eyes or microscope. Okay, there are three states of matter, that is solid, liquid, gas. And other than that, I said two more states. What are they? One is plasma, second one Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, solid, liquid, gas. Other than that, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, matter is made up of what I said? Molecules or atoms. What is the three sets of matter? What are three sets of matter? Solid, liquid, gas. Solids, they have a definite shape and volume. Liquids, they don't have a definite shape. They attain the shape of the vessel in which you are keeping. But they have a definite volume. So, gases, they don't have, neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. They don't have a shape as well as volume also. Solids, force of attraction is more. Liquid, force of attraction is less. And the gas, force of attraction is the least. Okay.
Our topic for today is states of matter. Matter is made of particles. It exists in 3 states, namely solid, liquid, and gas. The different states of matter are due to the different arrangement of particles of matter. In solid state, the particles of matter are very close to each other. So, the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. As a result, solids have a definite shape and volume. In liquid state, the particles are packed closely together, but they are much farther apart than the particles in solids. And so, the force of attraction is weaker than it is in solids. Therefore, liquids have a definite volume, but they do not have a definite shape. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. In gases, the particles of matter are very far away from each other, and so the force of attraction between them is very weak. Thus, gases have neither a definite shape nor volume. They can fill the entire space or volume of a container, irrespective of the container size.